how encouraging is it, your performance, not only tonight but on this road trip to get all 6 points?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've done a great job sticking into tight games and trying to take away the chances for the opponents. I mean, they had some tonight. Jonesy played great, and I think we're building our game in the right direction. Yeah, I mean, a nice one for him. Obviously, he had a great game, and nice to get one throwing it at the net and surprising the goalie, a little bit like Austin.
What do you think's gone right for you this season? I mean, you're on pace for career highs in all the major categories. What's working?
I mean, just building off of what I did the year before and the year before that, I think everything, getting older, becoming more mature as a player, I think everything is just coming together and becoming the player that I'm capable of being.
Do you feel like your game has gone to a whole new level this season?
I think it was there last year too. I mean, I had a little stint for 10, 15 games where I wasn't playing well. But for the majority part of that season, I think I've been playing the same way as I have been this year.
What would it mean to you to re-sign here for long term?
Obviously, that would be a dream to stay here. I mean, to play for such an organization, and I mean, call Toronto home. So I think that would be a very special feeling.
Is it close?
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah, obviously we want to do that. It's the goal of these trips is to come down and try to take 3. So great job, just all 3 games. Just committing ourselves, especially a couple of those teams really didn't give us much, had to work for us. So it's what you want to see out of your team is just patience and perseverance.
Do you guys feel like you're turning a corner as a team in terms of finishing out these games against maybe teams that are kind of lower in the standings?
I think we've just been playing really good hockey this last 10 games or so, really. Just 4 lines connected, 3D pairs. Had some great goaltending, so we just got to keep that going, keep that rolling, especially going back home for just a quick little touch and then back onto the road. So, we know we're a good team in there, but at the same time, I think we did a good job of not forcing stuff and forcing the issue tonight.
About that goaltending, you guys control play a lot on this road trip, but just how impressive have you been with Martin Jones?
Yeah, it's been great. When we signed him this past summer, I knew he had great numbers in Seattle and great numbers before that even. So, you always want people that can come in and play great in your net for you. And we've had that in Sammy and Wooler. And obviously injuries happen, stuff goes people's way, and stuff sometimes doesn't. And Jones just came in and done a great job just calming everyone down and being just a brick in that net.
Was it important for you guys to win it for him, knowing that the history he's had here with this team?
I think he's pretty quiet guy, to be honest. He doesn't speak too much about it. So I think we all just wanted to finish out this road trip the right way and enjoy our last night in California and get ready to go home.
Word is Willie's close to getting his deal done. If that were to happen, just what would it mean for the room to know that he's locked up?
Yeah, it'd be great. Obviously, he's a hell of a player, special to his team. So he's I'm sure he just gave you guys nothing. He's given us nothing too. So we'll see what happens. But obviously, he's a big part of his team, and he's had a great year for us.
Martin, how impressive was it to come back here to San Jose, where you've had some good times and played this well?
To be honest, it felt like we were in control of that game the whole way. We played really well. Wasn't really till the third that they kind of had some sustained pressure and a few chances, but we've been playing really solid. So a lot of positives.
Martin, are you proving something to yourself maybe with this run you've been on since you come up?
I'm just trying to play well, help the team win. Try not to overthink it too much. Just show up every day and work hard and do my best.
2 goals tonight for William Nylander. What have you learned about him being his teammate that you didn't know being his opponent?
Well, it's when you get to watch guys every day, you can appreciate what they do out there and just his skill. It's pretty elite, and anytime he gets the puck in the offensive zone, he's able to create some offense for us. So he's been pretty impressive.
How tough is it? You kind of controlled the play, as you said, the first couple periods. How tough is it as a goaltender when you're only facing 3 shots, 5 shots early on to stay mentally locked in?
Yeah, it can be tough. It's always nice to see some shots and feel good and make some saves. But coming in, knew that was a possibility the way we were playing, and if we were playing our game, we were going to have a lot of possession time. So nothing I wasn't ready for.
Any sentimental feelings about being back in this building?
For sure, always. Yeah, I've been back a few times since I've left, but yeah, always fun to come back. Obviously, a lot of great memories here.
So, Coach, how impressive was that victory, plus your goalie being from here originally? What was it like for you to put him out there and perform that way?
He's been great in this trip. You know, it's been a little bit of a homecoming for him coming back to California here, and obviously we've leaned on him a lot, and he's been tremendous.
What's been your biggest takeaway from this trip as a whole?
Yeah, it just shows what we're capable of. You know, the consistency that we can get to. You know, we played 3 different types of games here in this trip in terms of the way that the game went and different opponents and such, but I thought there was some consistency throughout our game. Now this one here tonight probably is not as good as the other 2 for me, but it's the end of a long trip, but to still come out of it pretty clean and take charge of the game the way we did in the first period, that's what we've been talking about doing, and then you know, when we made some mistakes, we got saves. But yeah, just consistency throughout, and you know, to me, this has been building. You know, I thought, you know, I still coming out of the Christmas break here, I still lump in our Columbus and Carolina games as part of this, that we were building and trending and building momentum, and we've carried that through here.
Do you feel like there's still like a ways to go in terms of turning the corner for that consistency you're looking for, or is it trending in the right direction?
We've been pretty darn good defensively here now. I think it'll be 5 games in a row. The volume of what we've given up has been quite low. So with consistent goaltending, it stabilized our team, and we're just, you know, doing good things and being real comfortable and confident in these types of situations. So. But yeah, can we improve? Of course, we can still continue to improve.
Has Jones exceeded maybe the expectations that you had?
Yeah, I would say so. You know, I didn't, you know, when coming in, you're so focused on Wall and Samsonov, and you know, you're really happy that you have the depth, and you're certainly thrilled that he got through waivers to remain with us. But you know, you're not overly focused. You know, as a coach, you're hoping you don't need him, quite frankly. But the fact that he has done the job that he has and stabilized our group, and you know, through a very important and difficult time, is terrific. And credit to him, and credit to the players that have done a real nice job in front of him too.
What has stood out most to you about how William Nylander's handled the pressures of being in a contract here?
I think I've answered this question a bunch. I mean, Willie's unflappable. He doesn't get too concerned with anything that's going outside of what his responsibilities are on the ice, and that's what I really like about him. You know, he goes out and plays, and he wants to continue to get better. He's been working on his game and working to find his own consistency over the last number of years, and took a huge step last season and hasn't looked back.
What do you think of the fact that your team had so many shots, but I think you guys hit like 6 posts?
Yeah, it's the way it's gone for us a little bit offensively in the last couple of games. We've had a lot of shots and hasn't fallen at the frequency we're accustomed to. But I think there's lots of good to come through that, which we weren't able to really blow games open or you know, get too comfortable with our game. So we had to stay consistent in our effort and stay with it. I didn't think we shot the puck nearly well enough or nearly enough in the second period, not like we did in the first. But I did like how, you know, our attack mindset in the first period to take charge of the game, which is, you know, really important to do, especially on the road.
With that said, were you confident that even though you outshot them 15-3, or only at 1-0 at the end of the first period, that the goals were going to come later on?
Well, I mean, we were just coming off a game in Anaheim. You know, I think we had 106 shot attempts and didn't get much to show for it until the very end. So it's very fresh in our mind that we had to be patient and stay with it. But we've got enough skill in our group that I think as a coach you do have to trust that it's going to fall. And if it's not, you're going to do everything you can to manage the game in the meantime.